This is the Wireless Pro from Rode, the 32-bit wireless microphone system. And yes, I have been testing it out, also comparing it with the DJI Mic 2. Yes, both of them were recording in 32-bit float recording. I'm your host Mauro, let's go straight into it. And yes, the Wireless Pro was sent by Rode to check it out, make an evaluation on it and share my experience while using it. On the expanding world of the wireless microphones, when Wireless Pro from Rode was released, actually made them stand out because it was the first recorder in this small package that was actually doing 32-bit float recording. And now, after 8 and 9 months of actual release date, we see other manufacturers going the same way. So today we have more and more wireless microphone systems of this size or smaller that are capable of 32-bit recording. So can it live up to its paces and actually stand out still after a couple of months? Is it the best still overall? Well, let's go straight into it. The Wireless Pro gets bundled with a pretty great amount of accessories. Charging case with a transmitter and receiver in it. One lens cloth, 3.5mm cable for your camera, magnetic clip for your shirt, wind muffs for both lavaliers and transmitter units, 2 dedicated lavaliers, labels for the lavalier, and the complete section of cables for your smartphones, USB-C, Lightning, and charging USB cable up to 60 watts. And this microphone stands apart from the other for one thing. This label states made and designed in Australia. So yes, this was completely made and designed in Australia. And all the other manufacturers are producing their products in China. And I don't think this is a bad thing, because if you have the production standard and actual production check quality after it, you can produce anywhere. It doesn't need to be Australia, China, north of Europe, America, Africa or Argentina. It can be on the moon. If you have the process set right, you can produce anywhere. So yes, but they're actually proud that they are making that in Australia, and yeah, I really like it. The transmitters and the receiver is of the same weight and size, and they connect to each other instantaneously when you take them out of the charging case. Comparing the Wireless Pro to an actual competitor, well, the Rode is slightly bigger, the DJI Mic is slightly smaller overall. On top of the transmitters we have the record button with the mic capsule and the lavalier input jack. On the lower section we have the mute button. Both transmitters can record a safety track inside, so you have a safe mind if you lose connection. The receiver has a pretty bright OLED color screen, where you can check all the stats. Sadly, the screen is not touch sensitive and you have to navigate through with the buttons. The upper button acts on power on and off and the safe recording when it triggers both transmitters to record internally. On the side you'll find the 3.5mm jack for your camera and USB-C connection. Yes, you can use this microphone with your smartphone using the dedicated cable. On the screen you will be able to control gain, mic mode selection, channel and mode. If you want to access a more dedicated control function, you can connect it with a dedicated cable on your smartphone on computer. The app is called Rode Central. Test 1, 2, 3. Now we are using the Wireless Pro lavalier mic that was provided in the actual box. And on the other side, we are using still DJI Mic 2, so you can get an understanding on how this lavalier sounds in this complete studio environment. Test 1, 2, 3. I'm your host Mauro and I'm switching back to forward so you can understand better the actual sound quality. And we'll get you decide on which one sounded the best. Test 1, 2, 3. I'm using the Sony a7S III with the Wireless Pro, and on the other side the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 with the Mic 2 to get the 32-bit recording. Now we are using the Sony a7S III with the Wireless Pro, and on the other side we are using the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 with the actual DJI Mic 2, so we get the 32-bit float recording. And yes, we are using also the internal recording just for the safety feature. And test 1, 2, 3, I will be switching back and forward so you can understand which microphone sounds the best and actually have the noise activation turned off on the actual DJI mic. Test 1, 2, 3, we are in this studio environment to test the actual sound quality of both microphones. And yes, I will let you decide on this test on which microphone is sounding the best. So I am switching back and forward and you can understand how they sound. And yes, I went outside to make an actual comparison between the DJI Mic 2 and the Rode Wireless Pro, also using the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, so we get the 32-bit float recording. If you are using this DJI mic as a standalone unit without the receiver, you will not get 32-bit recording. So yes, I was using the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and then to match the actual 32-bit float recording of the Wireless Pro. Let's go straight outside. Test 1 2 3. We are recording with the Sony a7S III and the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 with both devices, wireless Rode Pro and the DJI Mic 2. And we are in this wireless testing both microphones and check actual difference on how they sound in this open wide field environment. We are testing now the DJI Mic 2 and this is the actual sound recording in 32-bit float. On the other side we have the Rode Wireless Pro recording also in 32-bit float and also internally on both devices, so we have a safe track so we can get actually in post a better understanding if we got a lost signal while testing this system. Test 1 2 3. We are using the Sony a7S III and the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 while recording on the wireless Rode Pro and on the other side the DJI Mic 2. So get both of them recorded in 32-bit float. Okay, so there is a clear difference between the Rode Wireless Pro and the actual Mic 2. The Mic 2 from DJI has active noise cancellation. And yes, it was windy outside, so it was doing a fairly better job of actually cancelling the noise, even if the Wireless Pro had also the wind muff on. On the other hand, I think that the Wireless Pro sounded slightly more deeper and more bass in my voice than the DJI Mic 2. This is because maybe when applied with the noise cancellation, it's going slightly crispier in the sound, rather than Wireless Pro, where you have actually to denoise it in post. Somebody will like the actual denoise in post because they won't have an already denoised clip that they don't like, but they will denoise in post with much more professional audio setups and actually get a better sounding result overall. But well, it depends if you want to be fast and actually getting the noise done inside, or actually with the Wireless Pro in post and get a better sounding overall. But yes, I will let you decide which one sounded the best. So does it let out to basis that actually be still the best wireless microphone solution with 32-bit recording in a small package? Well, there's something to tell about it. It depends on the situation and what accessory or feature you need the most. Timecode, lavaliers, label markers, a ton of accessories and a whole day of usage with the charging case, yes, this will be the perfect choice. The other part is no noise cancellation built in, the shiny part gets a lot of scratches and visible fingerprints, and no touchscreen for the control functions. It will do the job perfectly and actually the sound will be pretty great. The first link in the description will guide you straight to the buying site for the Wireless Pro. And if you want to actually ask me something, comment down below, I will be happy to answer to any comment. Thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe with the bell icon to get notified every time I make a new video, and see you on my next one.